hope you guys can hear me. I set up the stream a little differently since we're gonna be talking instead of playing. So hopefully it's not too jarring. And I actually am eating ramen. I'm trying a new type of ramen today. So we'll see how that goes while I talk about the Switch too. Which I kindly provided in the background in case anybody didn't see it, I guess. But, I mean, whatever. It's there. I don't know where to start with the Switch too. I kind of just want to talk. And I didn't feel like playing today because, again, I'm eating. So I can't really play at the moment. But how about we wait for a little bit more people to join? Hopefully people join. It'd be really embarrassing if we just wait here and no one joins. Oh wait, I forgot about the music. I'm all over the place. There you go, guys. You guys know I have to put undertone music. This is music is Your Soulmate Undertale First Anniversary Medley by Hanzaki. I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah. How's everybody's day been going so far then? Hopefully it's been okay. Hopefully I'm not talking to myself. That'd be really embarrassing. Dang, this ramen did not cook evenly. There's like raw parts, like stiff. I'm talking like I can crunch it kind of raw. I don't know why I expected. And then there's parts where they're so soggy. It's alright. I also got soda. I got Dr. Pepper, strawberries, and cream. This is the healthiest college meal I've ever eaten. That's a joke. I already ate, I guess, a while ago, but it wasn't really like a meal, so I got ramen. But yeah, Dr. Pepper, strawberries, and cream. I really recommend it. And no, I'm not promoting it or anything. I just really like the taste. I got 0 sugar though, because my insulin's a bit high. I feel like I'm talking to myself, but that's okay. People will come eventually. For now, I'm gonna catch you guys up because I haven't streamed in a while. I was gonna make a drawing stream, but again, I realized I hadn't eaten. And why am I gonna draw? How am I gonna draw Andy at the same time, right? Like, that's a little hard to do. Also, sorry for the weird stream quality thing. I think the stream ended. Wait, did the stream end? Oh no, wait, the stream did not end. Okay. Low-key, I thought the stream ended, and I was so confused. What is going on? My internet is so bad. How do I improve the internet? Closing all these tabs. Come on, alien. Okay. So, Switch 2. I feel like I have so much to say, but I need to discuss this with people. That's kind of why I started this stream, but now I'm seeing that there isn't anybody here, and now I'm worried. Like, how can I discuss about this if no one's here? Just the one person say something, so we can start the discussion. How do you say that word? Discussion. There you go. On the Switch 2. First of all, I'm gonna point out what literally everybody points out, which is why I don't even want to bring it up, because I feel like that's what everybody's waiting for. Say it, the price. Guys, I know, like, the moment I heard about the price, yo, I can't afford that. And I did recently hear that the pre-orders came out today, and they sold out. Low-key, I'm kind of surprised. Guys, so many sorry. Guys, okay, look, I'm going to articulate this very well, but why is everybody complaining about the Switch 2 prices and then y'all going out here and buying it? Is it FOMO? I don't know what it is, and I'm not criticizing it. If I had the money, I'd jump and buy it too. So nobody feel like I'm pointing you out or that I'm being mean to you. Low-key, I'm just... Why are you guys complaining about the price if you're buying the Switch too? I feel like the people who complain and can't buy it, that makes sense. And I'm not saying you are not allowed to complain and then you buy it. I feel like I am giving off that impression, but let me put it in like other words. We can't expect Nintendo to listen to the consumer if you guys are doing the exact like trend that they already were thinking of. So they thought, hey guys, let's make the Switch really expensive and let's test out to see how many people are gonna buy it. Everybody went nuts and everybody was saying it was too expensive, especially the games were coming out expensive. And I saw some people defending the console price, which I'm going to get into that actually right now. Okay? Like, just give me a second, but I'm just eating my ramen. But okay. Guys, why are we defending the price for the console? I know you guys are comparing it to the PlayStation that came out. Sorry, soda went up my nose. Why are we comparing it to a PlayStation if Nintendo is supposed to be the family console? It's supposed to be cheap. And I know it's a new console, it's supposed to be expensive, but that's what Nintendo was about, at least for me. I don't know if that's like their company thing now, but they were the family console, affordable and could run well. I honestly, hot take, I would have preferred them to not upgrade their frames per second to keep the console at a cheap price. Because Nintendo's supposed to be the family console. They're supposed to be the console that's like, you know, family friendly, so cheap. Not like, you know, obviously it's not a necessity, so you don't necessarily have to buy a video game console, and I could just be ranting off. But it's supposed to be expensive in the sense where you save up money and you can get it. I feel like the Switch 2 is something that like you have to like really set a time frame. Really save. Like if you're buying something that's like important in life, but it's not. And that's, I'm talking to the people in low and middle class, like low middle class and low class, because I know people who are in high class right now, maybe they'll think it's expensive, but they have the money to buy it. And again, I would do the same if I had the money, so I don't blame anyone. But again, why are so many people complaining about the cost and then buying the game, like the console? Like, maybe saying, this isn't what I wanted, but I'm still gonna buy it. But there's some people straight out who said, nah, I'm boycotting this. And then they were going on, like, sites explaining how, like, oh guys, the pre-orders right now. And I'm not targeting anybody, by the way. This is, like, a bunch of people I saw online. Okay. The Switch 2 itself, hot take, the games were low-key bad. Not bad, but they were just... They were not something... Sorry. They were not something to write home about. I feel like Mario Kart was the one pulling at everybody, and that's about it. I guess there's some people excited for Donkey Kong and all the other games. But I feel like a lot of the indie titles carried hard into the hype. Now, I could be wrong, but yeah. Some people tend to gatekeep the Nintendo Switch too. I just don't understand. Like, I understand that video games aren't a necessity, but come on, guys. That is way too expensive. Also, the ramen is really good. I'm eating, in case you guys are wondering, hold on, let me get the packaging. Okay. I'm eating Maruchan, that's the brand. And it's the yaki, I'm really hoping I say this right, yakisoba chicken flavor. It's really good. I mean, it could use raw because it doesn't have any broth, but honestly, I feel like it gives it more flavor. So I'm not gonna complain too much about it. Anyways, back to the Switch 2. I forget, I get distracted really easily. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So, we got the Switch 2 price out of the way. Now, actually, I want to bring something up before like we move over the price. I saw somebody, and I'm not gonna call them out, but I saw somebody complain about the price, and then they were gonna get 3 Switches, and they got mad because they didn't get it. Your voice is a little loud. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, quiet. Okay. I think that's a bit better. Oh, I know what the problem is. I have the mic away from my face. Guys, is this better? Oh, that might be a bit too loud. Can you guys hear me better? Loud? Also, hi, welcome to the stream. Okay. Just let me know if the music is too loud or too soft, or if I need to speak louder into the mic. Okay, let's go back into what I was saying. I saw somebody complain that they couldn't get their hands on 3 Switches. I think they were a scalper. I honestly do not remember. Take this with a massive mountain of salt. But why are you complaining about the prices and then buying 3 Switches? You have to be like... You have to be some different level of, I don't know. I just don't like scalpers. I don't know if it's just me, guys. What is hurting you? Is my voice too loud again? Tell me what's loud. I'm trying to fix it. I'm gonna like, wait until somebody says like what my volume needs to be. So I'm gonna eat my ramen while I wait. Alright. Wait, there's something else I need to mention. Oh my goodness, I hate the freaking bubbliness of soda sometimes. Okay. On to the games. Like I said, they weren't something to write home about, but there's something else I wanted to point out. Okay. Guys, why are the games, like, I'm not even gonna say expensive, because I feel like I already mentioned the expensive, and I don't want to go down on that, but why are the games, like, some of them aren't even games, they're DLCs. Why are we in an era where we need to make DLCs? It feels like, okay, I'm gonna go on a little rant a little bit. Why are we losing originality? What happened to, like, artistic expression? Being able to make new things? It feels like big corporations have strayed away from that. And I'm not just talking in the video game business. I'm pointing out Disney too, okay? The live action remakes from Disney. And this is completely irrelevant, but what happened to originality? I'm genuinely concerned. Like, I know, like, it sells, but that's the problem. Like, I see so many people complain about wanting new games or wanting new titles, or just they want change. They want change, but then you keep buying into it. You keep buying the stuff that you don't want or that you don't like. So you're just giving the message to Nintendo that you're gonna buy it regardless. They don't listen to feedback, they listen to money. And of course there's exceptions, I'm not going to lie, but I'm just concerned in general. Also, I'm gonna read chat, let's see. Just a quick note. Sorry. Just a quick note, on May, I will continue my Doctor and live stream. Sad thing is I won't talk as much because of my bitten job, but hopefully I'll heal by then on June. Okay, that's nice. They try to make it original and fail every time. Then just try harder? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's just, we need more original ideas again. It feels like we've been getting the same stuff over and over, and I won't lie, there is some good stuff out there, but I want original stories. I'm tired of playing remakes. Okay. Sorry. Noodle stuck in my throat. Okay. I don't even know where to start. I'm just so sad. I'm so sad that we have had no original, like, idea so far. Unless you're indie, I guess. Indie animation is beating Disney at other companies. And honestly, it's because they're not being... Okay, that's just more of an issue with blocking and money. Because they want to earn money, but they want to please everybody. Because there's always somebody to complain. There's always somebody who's not gonna like it, and they're gonna sue. But if you do it on YouTube, you have more liberty. I think it's just an issue with legal stuff and a bunch of other, like, yucky things. And just not wanting to look bad, playing it safe. I'm not defending them, I'm just trying to see it through their perspective. So it makes sense why indie animations have more, like, freedom and stuff to do stuff. Here's the thing. I have Disney YouTube channel, and I'm doing what Disney could not. Actually, no, rather than what Disney failed to do. But it's just like, I feel like it's everywhere, where we're just losing that spark, that artistic spark that, like, makes things so interesting to watch. I'm starting to think that books have more, not books, sorry, that fanfictions from kids have more life and passion than a lot of projects nowadays. And I'm not saying it's every project, okay? I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, but what about this? What about that? I'm saying majority. I'm saying a majority. And I'm not saying remakes are bad. And I know previously I said they were, but I feel like they can be good if you're retelling the story differently so that it feels brand new. Here's an example. I don't know if it's just bias. Cruella de Vil, the movie, had, honestly, it didn't really have much to do with 101 Dalmatians apart from using the characters. And I feel like that's a good remake, but it's kind of hard to ignore that, like, you could have just made a movie without using the name. Like, it feels like they're so scared that original ideas are gonna flop that they use known titles as a crutch. It's just not good. I hear your best nightmare? Yeah, it's your best nightmare. Okay, back to the Switch 2. We went into movies and books for some weird reason. Let's talk about the features real quick. But hold on, my internet's failing, so we're gonna have to wait because I just love my internet. My internet's been like this for a bit now. It is not my fault, it is my college's fault. We just love college Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi's so bad that I saw a meme on Reddit for my college someone posted school Wi-Fi, and they posted a picture of a potato. Like, you know how, like, potatoes conduct electricity or whatever? And somebody said, nah, bruh, the potato probably has better Wi-Fi than their college. And low-key, I can't even argue with that. It's probably true. Hi, Adan. Welcome to the stream. Deltarune is 20 bucks. Honestly, respect. It's not as expensive as I thought it'd be. Hot take. If it was $50, I'd still buy it. If it was $60, I'd still buy it. But it's just because Deltarune has a lot of passion put into it, and it feels like I will like get something out of it. Like I'll actually enjoy it. Oh yeah, we were talking about the features of the Switch. I'm so sorry. I'm like jumping from point to point. Okay, let's talk about the mouse feature. I feel like it's really dumb. I feel like it can work in certain games, but it's just dumb. Oh, good game key card. Okay. I'm gonna stop eating just to talk about this. What do you mean physical games aren't physical games for the Switch 2? Okay, so based on my research, and I'm doing like the little like nerd cat pointing up, actually, based on my research, you don't own the physical game, it's just the code? Like, why? Why are we doing this? Why can't I just own the game? Why is it like... It's just so dumb. It's really, really dumb. If I buy a game, I expect to own the thing I buy. So why is it now that they could take it away? And let me set an example real quick. Okay, so there was this feature for a car, and it was for Spotify. And basically what would happen is you can play Spotify from your car, right? And I apologize for my internet. Jeez Louise, this is just sad. Anyways, so you could listen to Spotify with your car through the little like thingamajig. However, they discontinued it and rendered the thing you bought useless, and you were owning a cheap piece of plastic. That's essentially what you were owning. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen with physical game media. Obviously, there's still a market for it, like collector's editions and stuff like that, but are we going to be able to own things now? Or can they just be taken away whenever they feel like it? Also, I'm gonna read your comment on that. Because there's a theory that Nintendo only made 35 and 64 gigabyte cards for Switch 2, and Nintendo's forcing the dev to use those or Game Key. That is interesting. I feel like... I mean, I don't feel like it. It's already clear as day. The Switch 2 is gonna be a success. And everybody's gonna follow suit. And I'm just gonna wait for my internet. Okay. Every game company is gonna follow suit and up their prices. Let me put it to you guys this way. If I'm PlayStation and my console costs the same as the Switch, like almost similarly, maybe a little bit more expensive, I would be offended because I'm supposed to be a higher end company. I charge more because I give a better experience. So since Nintendo raised their prices, I can too, and I should. So as PlayStation, I'm gonna raise the prices. That's the way I see it, at least. And by no means am I an expert in economics or businesses. I have an associate's in business, but that doesn't really do much, not gonna lie. I took like, what, 4 or 5 business classes? I have some surface level understanding, but not really deep. So I don't know what's going on through their heads. I really don't. And I'm not gonna pretend like I do. And also, I just forgot my point. I get distracted so easily. I was swirling around my ramen and I'm like, dang, the ramen looks really good. And then I look up and I forgot what I was talking about. My bad. I'm gonna take a little breather. You need to breathe after gapping for that much. So my ramen is getting cold. Alright. I really want to know what they're gonna use the mouse feature for. I feel like that's really... Like, okay, that's what I was talking about previously, but... There's only so many games you can use the mouse control on, and I know it's gonna be in Splatoon. It has to be. I would be really surprised if they didn't put the mouse control option on Splatoon. But apart from that, I just don't really see myself using it. And I saw a review online, somebody who did use it, and I remember hearing how they just don't see the point. I think I'm buying third parties game digitals on the Switch too, since I don't have Steam, plus building a PC is expensive. Honestly, in this day and age... Okay, guys, if you're like... And don't tell me if you are, I don't care, just don't tell me, but if you're like still in middle school, high school, I recommend you save up money for a PC. It's a game changer, and not for games, but also for like job opportunities and educational purposes, because the PC can like open a lot of windows into like, not windows, doors into helping you like search for jobs or run programs or blah 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 blah. But I recommend it. I mean, it's helped me in college so far. Also, where is my Switch actually? Oh, there it is. Sorry, it's because I took it to a classroom to play at one point. Yeah. Honestly, I haven't been playing games as much as usual. But it's not because I don't like playing games. It's because my Wi-Fi sucks. Low-key. As you guys can see from the stream. This is why I haven't been streaming, guys. Look at this. Look at this stream quality, and I'm not even playing a game. I could update my drivers. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's because I'm connected to a voice chat on Discord while being here, but I don't know how to have this little emoji thing going off without joining a voice call. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to stay in here, I guess. Oh, that's why bike rate needs to go down. Hold on, guys. I think I know why it was acting up. Is that better? Is my Wi-Fi better now? Please? Okay. So like a little pendeja. Sorry. Like a little dummy I am. I put the bitrate up all the way for Discord on a call, which I am by myself because that's how my little PNG tuber works. I have to join an empty VC for it to work. And I had the bitrate all the way up, and it was affecting the stream because it's like, again, all the way up. Unfortunately, I don't think it helped the stream. It's still in red. But luckily I'm not playing any games and we're just talking, so it's whatever. I wish there was a way to improve my Wi-Fi. OMG! Sorry, I got so excited. OMG! Hi, Kaiser, welcome to the stream! Dan says, I want to be an artist in the future, but a project that I worked on killed the passion for art for me, and I don't want to join art class next semester. Honestly, I recommend you just join it. Unless you're like, you really hate art now. I loved my art classes. They really helped me improve as a person, and they pushed me to keep trying in terms of improving my art, and they taught me new methods. Like the drawing I actually have right now, the PNG tuber I drew, I actually utilized some tools that I learned during my art classes. And I feel like if you have a good art teacher, they can push you to like really improve. I also recommend that you learn about color. I'm not saying that you're bad at art or I'm better. Honestly, I feel like, and I don't even know you, like, in terms of, like, art, but you're probably better than me. I'm just throwing out reasons why I would stick with it. But, again, I'm not, like, the best at art. I'm, like, I'm not bad at art. I'm just, like, I'm, like, in the middle. I don't think I'm bad. I don't think I'm good. I don't know if I'm average. I kind of just draw for fun. I never really studied proportions or anything because I don't really like focusing on art like that. I want to have fun when I draw, you know? I don't want to be studying perspective. And I know it makes art like better like 1,000 times, but low-key, I feel like the way I've been trying to do my art is I look at an image, like a stock image, or like I use a bunch of references. So I'll put like a little board, like quote-unquote like a Pinterest board, and I'll put all the things I like, whether it be color, positions, poses, blah 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 blah, and then I kind of just take inspirations out of that. Obviously it's like I don't take heavy inspiration where I just basically trace, but yeah, I used to trace art, and that's not my proudest moment. And we're not talking poses, because poses are okay to trace in my opinion, because you're still adding on to it. You're adding a law onto it. I feel like it's just, if you trace and then claim it's your own, and then you change like only the color, or like you add a few things, and that's when it's like, bro, what? That's just not it. Also, I am doing fine, Chokaizo. Sorry for not answering. I've been ranting. Also, the music ended. I'll go get some more, guys. Hold on. Okay, this should be good. Oh my god. There you go. You want to be a voice actor? Well, I wish you luck. I feel like as long as... I'm not gonna be like, as long as you believe, anything is possible, because obviously hard work is still involved. But go for it. Try your best. Never say I can't, say not yet. You want to get the new Donkey Kong game? Honestly, I'm not hyped for the Donkey Kong game, but that's just because I don't like how Donkey Kong looks. It looks a lot like the movie version, and it creeps me out. But I can see why people would like the game. So Mario Kart is really good. Like, I would love to play it. It's just the fact that it's like on the Switch too, and I don't have the money to be spending on that. But the collection felt weak, but it wasn't terrible. Like, I don't think the games were bad per se. I just don't think it was strong enough to be like, oh, this is like what you guys can look forward to on Switch too. In my humble opinion, just my opinion, no professional or blah 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 blah. If they had released Mario Odyssey 2 and a new Zelda game, and I know a new Zelda game came out recently, or like a remaster or whatever, but that would have been such a strong start. A Mario Odyssey 2 and that. And you guys might be thinking, well, they already explored all of Earth in Mario Odyssey, what more can they explore? Space! Make it like an unofficial Mario Galaxy 3! That would have made me hype, and that would have made me cry, and I would have wanted to buy the Switch too. And I would have probably begged and done a lot of work just to get the Switch too. But as it stands, I don't really have a reason to work really hard to the Switch too. It's just something I would want, but not something I'd work hard towards. You're going back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Funny you should mention about getting back into old games. How I was mentioning that I haven't been playing games. I actually, started recently playing Clash Royale again. Which I find so funny because I was at a really low arena, and now I'm like playing it every day. I don't even know what my streak is anymore. It's that bad. I'm part of a clan that they kick you out if you're not active, so that's fun. And I still remember why it happened. Okay. The reason why I got back into Clash Royale is because I was sitting in the bus. I was going back to my college because I had gone home for a break. And the person in front of me, he was playing Clash Royale, and I recently got my old phone back because my new phone broke. And so I was using my old phone, and I remembered I still had Clash Royale installed on it because it's an old phone, and I was using it for like blah blah blah. So Royale, and it was just I couldn't stop after that. Oh, sorry. Back to the Switch too. I'm telling you, I jump from topic to topic so fast. I'm still debating on buying the Switch too. Even if I had the money, like, okay, let me explain it this way. Okay, I'm not buying the Switch 2 because, one, because I'm in college, and college is expensive, and because I'm getting a new apartment soon. I don't have the money. I do not have the money to be spending on the Switch 2. The Switch 2's price, that would help me for rent. So, no. Number 3. I don't think the lineup is that strong, as I stated. We have Donkey Kong, which, honestly, I feel like that's a strong start. Like, oh, okay, that's nice, that's nice. And then we get Mario. Here's the thing, I recently stopped liking Mario Kart because people get really competitive. And it's just, I liked Mario Kart for the sillies of driving, but now it feels like it's too technical. Like, oh, this one helps you accelerate, this one helps you drift, and blah 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 blah. And I like the Wii version of that, but now it's just, and I'm not blinded by nostalgia because I loved Mario Kart 8. I loved playing it. And I would even attend streams. I played, that's been my longest stream. Mario Kart 8, playing it. I think it was like 6-7 hour stream. That was the longest time I've streamed. But I don't love Mario Kart enough to warrant buying the Switch 2. And okay, I feel like I forgot to say this, but I know Deltarune is coming out for the Switch 2, and I'm scared. Like, I don't remember who said it. I think it's gonna be available, Deltarune, for the Switch, like the normal Switch. Not Switch 2, just Switch. My only issue with that is, okay, I don't remember what I did on my first Deltarune run, and I kind of want to play on PC, because I've recently started drifting away from console gaming, and also I don't have Wi-Fi on my Switch, because my college is like that or whatever, but I kind of want to replay Deltarune before Deltarune's Chapter 3 and 4 come out, so I'm thinking about that. Also, leading up to it, I'm thinking of playing some Undertale mods or fan games, so if anybody has like anything interesting, DM me on Discord, so I can like make a list of mods I want to play. I don't know if I can get to them all for the summer because I'm trying to. I don't know if I got it. I did an interview, but hopefully I got a job so I can get some monies and stuff, but yeah. Oh yeah, back to the games. I don't know what else they announced for the Switch too. Oh yeah. No, wait, no, that was normal Switch. Rhythm Haven 2 was normal Switch. I don't recall. Well, maybe I'm missing. I mean, Silk Song's coming out too. But I don't know if that's a Switch 2 exclusive, like I said. Let's see. Guys, I forgot to talk about the most abysmal thing Nintendo did. Charging for their demo. Guys! Why are you charging for a demo? I don't get it! Free! I don't understand anymore. Low-key, I feel like the Switch 2 is a lot like the Steam Deck. I don't know if like anybody else thinks it like that, but low-key, is the Steam Deck, how much is the Steam Deck actually? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Oh my goodness, this is my favorite soda! Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is $460. No, not $460. Oh, it's on sale on Amazon. Let me see. Guys, just buy the Steam Deck. It's literally basically a PC. It's, I'm not supposed to say that. You can play certain games on the Switch that might be on the other device. Wink, wink, wink. Anyways. My Steam is not loading. I forgot my Wi-Fi sucks. And I almost cussed. My bad, guys. I forgot I'm not that kind of YouTuber. And also, I forgot that my Wi-Fi literally sucked. 0 kilobytes per second. 0 kilobytes per second. Also, high program moves, if you can hear me, because my Wi-Fi sucks so much. I'm gonna cry. I love you guys so much. I love you guys. But I apologize deeply. I am so sorry. I'm not holding up to my normal standard of YouTube stuff. Yeah. I wish I didn't suck this much at streaming in terms of Wi-Fi. I could have just recorded a video, honestly. But I wanted live stuff. Because I miss live streaming. And also I wanted to eat and chat with someone. You already have a Steam Deck? Honestly, just keep the Steam Deck. Just keep the Steam Deck. Or do what I'm doing. Okay. You know how I said that I couldn't afford the Switch 2? I'm waiting until a game I actually care about comes out. So far, none of the games I care about have come out. So, I don't really care for the Switch 2. But, the only things here are, like, games that would make me buy the Switch 2. Like, I'd save up money for it. Okay. Number 1 is Puyo Puyo Tetris 3. Actually, no, that game I wouldn't drop everything and buy. I'd probably be really salty, though. Extremely salty that I can't buy it and play it. Okay, here's my actual list. Number 1, Super Smash Brothers. Not Ultimate, but like a new Super Smash Brothers game, which is not happening. It really isn't. At least the creator of Kirby won't do it, I think, so it doesn't matter. But a new Smash Bros game would probably make me come back. It would probably make me cry and give my money to them, but I'd probably buy it. Let's see. Mario Odyssey 2. Like I said, that'd probably be a deal. A new Paper Mario game, like an actual good Paper Mario game, would probably make me come back. I have a soft spot for Paper Mario games, so that's probably why. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, I'm trying to think games I'm really passionate about. But Undertale's the only thing that comes to mind, because that is my game of all time and my favorite. The bundle. I know, it's just, I would have wanted the Switch 2. And I probably would have gotten it for my birthday, because my birthday is coming up. But if it was less than freaking $300, not 300, sorry, less than 400. I know that's asking for a lot. Is it asking for a lot? Is it really? The Switch is $299. The OLED is $399. Oh, I see their reasoning now. Guys, here's your levels of Switches. Lite, $199. Switch, $299. OLED, $399. Switch 2. Let's make that $499. Oh, people won't buy it. Decrease it by 50. Then people will buy it. $450. There we go, guys. I'm guessing that's why they didn't make it cheaper. Because then it'd be the same thing as an OLED. You're selling your console short, I guess. Honestly, now I'm thinking about it from a business standpoint, maybe $450 does make sense. $450, let's see. $199, $299. Wait, how much is the OLED, guys? Can someone tell me how much the OLED costs, the Switch OLED? the Deltarune subreddit went insane after Chapter 2 came out. Yeah, I was in the Deltarune Discord and I was going nuts. Because I chat there a lot sometimes in the Deltarune server. And low-key, I saw it go really active and they even put slow mode on Discord. It was crazy. I didn't expect that. I mean, obviously I did if this Chapter freaking 3 and 4 were announced, but it was just sudden, is all I'm gonna say. I still remember when I found out that Daltarune's Chapters 3 and 4 came out. So I had just woken up, right? And I was having a terrible morning, not morning, because I had woken up late. Really? The OLED was 400. You're kidding. There's no way. No, I thought the OLED was 300. Oh no, that's something else. No, the OLED is 340, 300. Somewhere around there. Yeah, it's like 340. At least I think it is. It's kind of hard to tell. Because I keep looking at the website. Oh, 349. 350. Oh, I see the reasoning now. I mean... Actually, no, I don't. I guess Switch 2 price, it would be logically better to say it's $100 more expensive and it has more features than OLED. I feel like they needed to adjust the pricing there. Nintendo Switch Lite $199. Nintendo Switch $299. Switch OLED should have been $300. Why is it so expensive? Wider screen. That is such a ripoff. Honestly, the Switch OLED isn't even worth it either. What is this? Okay. Let's pretend the Switch OLED didn't exist, right? Like the OLED Switch or whatever you want to call it. We'd have Nintendo Switch Lite $199, Nintendo Switch $299, Nintendo Switch 2 $350. That would make sense because it's an upgrade, and Nintendo Switch OLED is just a wider screen. That's literally all it is. I can't wrap my head around this. The pricing just sucks. And okay, I'm going to devil's advocate and say like, okay, the Switch is reasonably priced, which I already feel like gagging, but whatever. The Switch is reasonably priced. Sorry. The Switch is reasonably priced. But I feel like I keep repeating myself over and over. This is just sad. I'm so sorry, guys. It's just I can't wrap my head around this. Okay, let's talk about the video chat feature. I feel like it's so dumb. The video chat feature. I'm gonna also get music. Hold on, guys. Okay, there you go. Oh wait, I think I skipped ahead too much. Is the music even playing? Because I can't hear it on my side. Hold on. Oh, it's just very low in volume. Is that better? Hopefully? I don't know why the audio is so low for this song. Okay, yeah, now the volume's good. It's just lo-fi being lo-fi, being a little silly. Okay, back to the freaking video chatting. I feel like they integrated a bad version of Discord into the Switch. That's what it feels like. I feel like the only upside is like if you want to stream Switch games to your friends, like, oh, I want to share my screen, but I don't have a capture card. I could see it work. And that makes sense. Like, I guess. But you know what also could work? Joining a call on your phone and pointing it at your screen, and you might say, Azalea, that's terrible camera quality for the Switch. They won't even see what you're doing. Guys, the freaking screen sharing quality for the Switch too sucks so bad. It's so glitchy. It's so crunchy. I feel like if it were a type of cookie, I'd give it like those tea biscuits that are really, really hard and you have to soak it for you to bite it. I do not see the point of it. I really don't. And I guess maybe I don't want to hold the... But it's just... I don't know. I don't know what to say. I feel like it's just dumb. But it's a nice integration, I suppose. But it shouldn't be a... I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. It's not like I hate it, but I don't see the point of it, but I see the point at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm indifferent to it. I'm not excited for it, but I'm not like mad about it or annoyed. It's just, it's a thing. And that's probably coming from someone who has a capture card. So maybe I'm not the target demographic because I can just stream games, so it doesn't even matter to me. I don't know. Also, weird thing, but online safety, like, are you gonna be able to call anybody? I'm talking like in terms of children who are playing the game, because I can't ignore that. And I'm not gonna be one of those people like, oh, think about the children, because that's the parents' job. That's not Nintendo's job. But I still can't help like feel a little worried, I suppose. I mean, not enough for me to like hate on the video chatting feature, but I mean, obviously there's gonna be parental controls, but guys, we were all kids or are kids at this point. We know how to get by parental controls. I'd be surprised if someone doesn't. And if you don't, then you're probably a goody two-shoes kid like I was, but I don't know. It's just, towards it. I already mentioned how the mouse feature feels, that's basically the whole Switch 2 for me. It's just meh. It feels like a Switch with some extra like glitter. Like if you were to throw glitter on the macaroni art, like the macaroni art looks really good and you're like, wait, there's more, and you put a bunch of glue and throw glitter on it and it looks a lot more sparkly. And yes, it looks a little nicer, but would you be willing to pay a lot more for that niceness? I don't know. I really don't know. The webcam, and it's just, I don't. Okay, what is the purpose behind sharing your screen and playing while having your faces on? I know they're using features like Mario Party, but okay, maybe this is just me, but I hate seeing my face, right? I hate seeing my face because it just, I look at it. Like if I walk through a mirror, not through, wait, that's weird. What is this, Alice in Wonderland? Anyways, if I see a mirror, I can't help but look at myself. And not because I'm self-absorbed, but because I just like, I have to look. And not at myself, it's just, yes, I look at myself, but it's more like a, oh my god, my reflection. And that's it. And I feel like if I put my camera while I play, it's just gonna be extremely distracting. And it's just, I don't see a purpose behind it, at least. I don't. Sorry, I got a notification comment. Anyways, then there's, okay, the demo already talked about how that's really, really dumb. It should be free. Granted, I feel like everybody knows this at this point. Any other Switch 2 stuff that I don't know about that you guys know about that you can tell me? I'd be interested in knowing. Oh yeah, sorry, I like knocked down my soda can. I don't know why, I feel like the Switch 2 is gonna break really easily. I'm hoping I'm wrong because it's such an expensive console that it better be flawed or anything, but I have a feeling the Switch 2 is gonna break. I feel like when you drop that controller, it's gonna snap off and it's gonna like chip at the little thing. I feel like they don't make consoles like they used to. Like the GameCube or the PS2. I don't know if you've guys seen the videos where they like tie up the console to a car and they drive around and they like bang up the console and then they play on it and it still works. Or dropping a console from the 4th, 5th floor and it still works. It's so funny to me because if we do that with any modern console, I feel like it just breaks into pieces and you're done. You cannot use that anymore. And I'm not saying make consoles indestructible, but I mean, if kids are playing on it, might as well make it a little sturdy, you know? And that's the thing. Who is Nintendo's target demographic? I don't know anymore. I feel like it's older Gen Z at this point, with some Gen Alpha sprinkled in there. Or maybe it is just Gen Alpha. I'm not sure who their target demographic is, honestly. And who are they marketing to? Because that's honestly important. I feel like this is dumb to some people, but it would shed light into a lot of their business decisions, I suppose. Because if their target demographic is Gen Alpha, then by all means, they would be trying to look modern, technologically sound, so that they want to try it out, you know? And like make it more gamer friendly instead of family friendly, while also like trying to lean into its roots. Then I can see that working. But if it's older Gen Z, I don't know who their target demographic is. This is kind of a tough sorry, I lost my train of thought. It's just tough. And I know like it doesn't make sense, but in case you don't know, target demographic is just the people that that Nintendo is trying to sell to. They're trying to appeal more to those people. So it's either like, oh, like let's say I'm selling ice cream and I'm off to the side and I like, obviously if I want to sell ice cream, I want to sell it to kids. So I market towards getting their attention. But if I want to target adults, then I make it more sophisticated, or I add more terms like sugar-free or I'm low on fat. You know, stuff like that. I'm wondering who Nintendo is trying to advertise to. And lately, I don't know if it's just me, but I've been seeing less kids in commercials, like in like ads for Nintendo Switch too. I feel like it's mostly young adults now. And maybe that's a clue what their target demographic is, because back in the day, and I'm gonna sound like hella old, but their ads included kids playing video games, and now it's what? I mean, to be fair, in the 80s they were targeting more like people who went to the arcade and wanted to play from home, and they were young adults. I mean, some kids were sprinkled in there, but that was the general area. Maybe they're still going for that area. I'm not sure. In terms of the economic side of this, I still don't really understand why you would make something expensive in this day and time, like in this economic status with the tariffs and all that. And I'm not gonna go into that because I try to avoid talking about politics in this channel because I just don't like politics, okay? I do not keep up to date. And this is gonna sound really dumb and probably ignorant as hell, but excuse my language, but honestly, I kind of just get my news from memes or from like people or in my friend circle. I don't see myself going into the news. And I know stuff sucks, because if I know about something sucking this much, then it must be pretty bad. Because I know about a lot of things that have been sucking in terms of politics, but again, I do not want to get into it because I hate politics and I refuse to talk about it, even though it affects us. Yes, I prefer the term ignorant is bliss because my mental health is already really bad. And if I start caring about politics, which it's important, I'm not gonna say it isn't, but I can't think about stuff like that right now because I can barely like wake up the next morning, so I am not gonna talk about that. In any case, back to Switch and silly games. What is one game you guys are hoping for in the future? It could be Nintendo. Like, it could be Mario Odyssey 2. It could be Five Nights at Freddy. I'm not sure of the Friday Night Funkin', which been developing its game. My brother got his pre-order, which he ordered back in 2020 or 2021. So I think that's pretty interesting and crazy. Well, they finished the game. Hell if I know, but hey, at least the pre-order went through. So it's so funny because I was there when the package arrived, and when I because I was the one who picked it up at my house. I was there for like a break or something, and I like spending a lot of time in the living room because I don't like being like in a cooped up room. If I go back home, I just don't like being in a room. In any case, I heard like a knock on the door. I go open it and I see that there's a package. The moment I grabbed it, I don't know what compelled me to say, and my mom was like behind me, and I'm like, huh, it's the Friday Night Funkin' pre-order thing. I didn't know they were distributing them. And my mom's like, how do you know? And I'm just like, I just have a feeling. And lo and behold, my brother opens it and it's the Friday Night Funkin' pre-order. So his name's gonna be in the credits. So that's fun to look forward to if you guys wanna like